good morning, good afternoon, or good night. I don't know what time you actually watching this video because I don't actually drop these on the schedule. But anyways, this is your first time on my channel, your first time checking it out. My name is Rashami. It means adorable. It's African. We're not gonna get into all of that, but my real name is Rashami. And today, we're going to get in today's scripture, which is going to be Romans 5, 3 through 4. As you can see, I use the student Bible because some of these Bibles they be having these words. You gotta then you gotta do definitions of the. I like regular words. I like regular words. But let's get to it. Okay, 5, 3 through 4. Like I said, I try to start every day off positive, whether it's a Bible verse, whether it's something reading some type of literature, whether it's researching something. And I figure this year I'll share it with you guys along the way. But 5, 3 through 4 says, not only so, but we also rejoice in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character hope. Okay. What does that scripture mean to me? Romans 5, 3 through 4. We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. Um, to me, basically, I think what this means is that even through hard times, we should be happy. We should thank God. We should be grateful for the things that we do have. I'll tell you a quick story, right? Like when I was younger, we used to complain about like not having stuff. Like I'm not gonna say we was poor. Well, I thought we was poor until I really seen what poor was. As far as I went to Mexico, so I went on a mission trip to Mexico. Basically, what a mission trip is, when you pay, you go to another place and you pass out Bibles, you give food, you help people, we help build stuff, we do a bunch of different stuff. So when I went out there to Mexico, right, we was feeding these kids in a desert, right? We was feeding these kids in the desert, and these kids was like so happy that we was there. Just the simple fact that they had like we was giving food, we was giving toys and like that, was just so happy that we was just there. And I just look back at it like I wouldn't even be grateful for this. Like when I was a kid, when we was giving them, I wouldn't even be grateful for this. It made me look at things differently though, because it's like we come accustomed to like what's around us, what like that, like our surroundings, and we kind of like we get we get I don't know the word, we get used to stuff or like that. Like we feel like we are entitled to different things like that. And until you really see a person that doesn't have and really is grateful for that, you really just don't understand it. So I think that basically that's what that scripture means to me. Like even through bad times, like even now I go through bad times. I have things that stress me out, whatever like that. But even through those times, you should still rejoice, still thankful. Like I have the internet. I'm talking to you guys right now on the internet, on a computer, on a whole setup. There's people in Mexico right now living in huts that don't have shoes with little wild dogs running around biting people. You know, I know the wild dogs is crazy. The wild dogs in Mexico is crazy. But shout out to my boy Eric and Jose down there in Mexico too. Um, but yeah, I just really learned just to be grateful, no matter what, because I've had a lot and I've had close to nothing before. So really, that's what that would mean to me as far as Romans 5, 3 through 4. We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. Now, mind you, I'm not a pastor or anything like that, so maybe this is my interpretation of what it meant to me. But you guys can hop in the comments, maybe let me know. Um, what this scripture means to you, and maybe a time in your life where you've used this scripture. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add on to a time in a life where I've used this scripture. Not really the scripture, because my memory is short. I definitely don't be remembering the scriptures, but as far as like this this fear this y'all know what I'm trying to say. A time when I use this, I would say I remember a time when I was facing an eviction, my first apartment. I remember I was facing eviction. It was me and my daughter. I finally just got us our first apartment, and some unfortunate situations led out of my control to where we wind up having to leave like that. So I knew we was gonna have to leave this house. So instead of me just being just like stressed out and oh my god, what I'm gonna do, and crying and drinking like that, man, we had the best time ever. I was just thankful for God that we had those 30 days like that. Man, we ate snacks, watched movies, chilled, did whatever we could to really just enjoy that time. And really just thank God. Like I wasn't really just I'm one of those people where it's like it doesn't really take a lot to please me. So I don't really look at I don't really look at a lot of situations, a lot of things in life as like once I pray about something and give it to God, then I pretty much just prayed about it and give it to God. Like, I'm not gonna worry about it either way. So it's not really so hard for me to really um follow this particular scripture. But y'all let me know. Like I said, I don't want to just keep rambling on. This is my second, I was about to say second verse. God forgive me. Second version of doing this actual this style of video on this channel. And I like to end these videos off with a dear diary as far as how my day went. So what I'm going to start doing is, since I do these mostly in the morning when I get up, my dear diary is going to be about the day before. So by the time you're watching it, it'll be the night before, because I don't, either way, this happened within 24 to 48 hours of me actually reading the scripture, right? Boom. So yesterday's scripture was about anxiety. It was, hold on, let me get it. Let me, I might remember Psalms 94:19. Oh my God, I remember. I remember Psalms 94:19. It was about anxiety. And as far as like not worrying or whatever like that, like basically not having anxiety like that. But I had anxiety. I tell you, I had anxiety, but I remember that verse because earlier that day, not earlier that day, actually the day before, my girl said that she wanted to talk to me, right? Now, as a black man, whenever a girl says she want to talk to you, either she pregnant or she went through your phone. I'm good on either basis, but that's usually what it is. Either she pregnant or she went to your phone when she say she want to talk to you. So I had anxiety for like 48 hours, just like, damn, I don't know what is it gonna be about. Like maybe I said something, maybe I don't know, just anxiety like that. But I did remember that scripture as far as like basically not worrying. Not saying I didn't care, not worrying, but then we did have the conversation, and I'm not gonna say it was a good conversation. It was a needed conversation. Sometimes those hard conversations are needed. It was needed. So sometimes those hard conversations are needed, but it wasn't as bad as what I thought. The anxiety that I had for the conversation wasn't as bad as the outcome of. Well, I don't know. It depends on what. No, I'm just playing. But it wasn't as bad as the outcome of it. So that would be my dear diary of it. And I was also had a little anxiety with kids, man. Kids. That's all I can say is kids, man. Kids. And my kid got the same name as me. So like I told you, my name is Rashmi. So I named my daughter Shami. So when they call, hello, man, I speak to Rashmi Wilson. This is me. Yeah, this is school. We calling about Shami Wilson. I don't know who that is. Hold on. What you mean you know that? I don't know who that is. They never call about nothing good. Messing up my name, man. Dirtying up my name, man. It's terrible, yo. But anyways, I was about to say DJ Bandana Black. By the way, on my bigger channel, I am a DJ. If you guys do want to follow that, you'll see the link somewhere on one of these videos like that. I'm not really too concerned about that. This is more about our personal connection, our personal life, and more of a personal note. But anyways, I'm about to say it again. I can't end the video without saying that. I don't even know what the outro is for. I don't even use my regular name in real life. Like using my real name, Rashmi, I only use it when I need to show ID. Like I don't even know how to like okay, well, this is Rashmi. I'll check you guys next video. Be blessed, I guess. I don't know. All right.